Whatever it takes, I know I can make it through. A Degrassi podcast with Kelsey and Holland too. I know I can make it through.
Hi, and welcome to Whatever It Takes, a podcast about Degrassi, the Next Generation. I'm Holland.
And I'm Allegra, not Kelsey.
Yes, Kelsey is not here today. She couldn't make it to this episode. She's got shit going on.
She started a new job today.
Yeah, she started a new job. She's like, she has no time. So we have Allegra as a stand-in co-host.
Yeah, I know you guys, you were begging for me to come back. You know, I got some lovely, lovely grapevine positive messages. You said I was super fun and funny. So I'm back for one of the most depressing episodes you've had in a while. Thanks for that.
Yeah. So as a warning, just right off the top, today we are talking about Season 8, Episodes 13 and 14, Jane Says. Which is a very tough episode to watch.
And not just because of Lucas's hair.
Oh my god, we'll get into that. But it's, if you are uncomfortable with anything involving sexual abuse or just like recovered memories or that kind of a thing,
bad relationships with parents.
Just skip this episode. The B-plot info that is important is nothing.
Nothing. There's literally nothing important.
Danny and Leia get in a fight because she lies a lot, but then they smooth things over and, like, there's literally no stakes. And Alli gives Claire a makeover and then regrets it because Claire's really hot and she gets really threatened by it and she accidentally kisses Casey, but then she's like, why did I do that? And then Johnny DeMarco is still like, you're cute, but they're still, like, not together. That's all, like, the maybe kind of plot things you need to know. Otherwise, Jane goes through a hard fucking time, and maybe don't watch this episode, and maybe don't listen to this episode.
Well, you can't watch it because this is an audio medium. But
well, I meant, like, the Degrassi episode. Okay, Allegra.
True.
So if you can't deal with this, stop listening. It's very understandable. We're about to get into the episode summary and maybe turn it off. Just don't do it. I don't know.
We kind of been avoiding starting this
Oh my
recording.
God. It was such a hard episode to watch.
Yeah.
So also just another disclaimer. There will probably be jokes made about other silly, inconsequential things that happened in this episode, because that's the only way we know how to cope.
Also, you know, it's Degrassi. You have segments about terrible fashion, and there's no way we can talk about these very serious episodes without addressing how unserious Lucas's hair makes it. We're
His
having
hair is so bad.
very serious dialogue and conversations while it looks like a tribal tattoo attacked Lucas in the night.
Oh, it's so bad.
Like, it's so peak 2008 that Lucas's hair, like the creation of it, was the pop punk scene jumping the shark.
It's like not even pop punk, it's like new metal-y.
It is very
It's
new
so
metal.
new metal.
Like, just imagine any tribal tattoo. He got that on his head. Buzzed
But like in his hair.
Yeah.
But also like kind of faux hockey mohawky.
There's no direction.
I don't know what's happening.
The freestanding hair is
The hair on his
bad.
entire head and face is bad.
And he has like a really weird skinny goatee.
It's like
just
the faintest like sideburn into a chin strap
he
thing.
just like wants you to know he has a chin, so he uses like thin facial hair to shadow it.
I don't.
And we're jumping the gun, obviously, but just because this is what you're gonna get. You're
Yeah.
gonna get us
You're gonna
bummed out.
Bummed out and fixating on weird details.
We are sisters, so we learn how to cope the same way, which is make
Deflection,
jokes.
deflection.
Maybe if we laugh, it'll hurt less.
Oh my god.
This is uncomfortable laughter. Join us, won't you?
Oh, God, guys. This is going to be a bummer. I mean, it's similar to a lot of the other serious episodes that we've watched. I mean, I think the last really big one that we watched was when Darcy was sexually assaulted whilst being roofied. And in that episode, Kelsey and I just fixated on Manny's terrible hair. Her blonde hair. I
was on Time Stand Still when Rick did the school shooting, and I'm pretty sure that episode started out with Rick in a beret.
Just anything on somebody's head.
Bold choices.
Oh, God. All right. So we're just...
Oh, hey, Holland, can you tell us about the song?
We haven't done the episode summary yet.
I don't do this part. Kelsey's not here.
I know. All right. So the episode is called Jane Says, and I'm going to read the Degrassi Wiki episode summary now. Okay. Part 1. Jane's mom wants her father back in her and her brother's life, and Jane doesn't want anything to do with him. Danny's new girlfriend, Leia, has a problem. She doesn't fit in with Danny's friends.
And that's another thing that, I mean, like, that's not inaccurate. But, guys, they put the most, like, inconsequential, lowest stakes B-plots in. So the fucking dichotomy is laughable in itself. Like, just that uncomfortable things where, okay, heavy as fuck, real life serious topic, and then she doesn't fit in with Danny's friends. What's a girl to do?
Yeah. I mean, but I understand the struggle of what to do with the B plot in this kind of a situation, because the A plot is so serious and so heavy that you, like, it's like if you do another serious B plot, you don't really want them competing, but you also don't want something that's so trivial that it's like the transitions between these two plots is like jarring.
I mean, I feel like, and this is up, like, Degrassi walks a fine line of, like, this is entertainment for children. So it's like ever since the beginning, they're like, we don't want to shy away from tough topics because we want, like, kids to be aware and have, like, a rounded knowledge of the world. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, okay, if this was, like, an AMC show or whatever, I think the B plot would have been, like, Lucas's side of things.
Yeah, maybe. Him trying to get a job and stuff.
Yeah, we would have seen more of Lucas and him be like, I don't understand why my sister's being such a meh. But this is Degrassi and there's 80,000 people on this show, so screen time is important.
Yeah. Oh, part 2. Jane admits to herself that her issues with her dad go deeper than the divorce. She thinks maybe he did things to her. Alli encourages Claire to get a new wardrobe, but with it, she gets some attention from boys. So, again, just so jarring.
Yeah, even the person who wrote this was like, I don't want to touch this.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to talk about or watch or
write a one-sentence descriptor.
Yeah. So that's what we're in for today, guys.
Buckle up, buckaroo.
This is a very serious episode, but all right. Okay, we're gonna struggle through it together.
Oh, hey, Holland. Can you tell us what this song is about?
So the episode is called Jane Says, which is a 1988 song by Jane's Addiction.
I love this song.
It's a good song, and it's very fitting for the episode. It's about Jane, like, discovering her truth and discovering a truth about what happened to her, and her finally being able to come to terms with it and speak out about it.
It's a good in spirit song. It's definitely more accurate.
It's a good like title song, but it's also like about.
Well, I would say that the song is about. So it's like the narrator's friend Jane is talking about her life, and like she has terrible experiences with boyfriends, and she's kind of directionless, and she just wants to find, love and happiness just like everybody else. But like in spirit, it's about like a tough chick trying to fucking deal with like really hard shit that's happening in her life.
Which is very fitting for this episode.
Also, her name is Jane, which is the name of the character in this episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I think I already fucking said that.
Wow, it's like I was trying to make a fucking joke. Holland.
This is a rough episode. But yeah. So I think it's a very good song choice. And it is immediately stuck in my head now. Now and forever.
Yeah, and it's like, I can't remember if the last episode I was on, the title worked, but I feel like lately they've been like...
It's been at least half working.
It's been like better than not.
We haven't had an episode that's just like, what? This makes no sense
like
in a while.
Past the Duchy, I don't know.
That one worked.
It was about weed, but it was like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I wonder if they choose the song title first, and so then they don't give a shit about the content of the song, or they write an episode and then like scramble to find something.
I think it's just like they write the episodes and then they try to find a song that works with it. You know, that has to be it, because sometimes it's like it's like they just were like, I don't know, we'll just use this fucking thing.
When did they stop using 80s songs?
I think they stopped in the Dark Ages.
We're not in the Dark Ages?
Oh no. Not yet. It's like, it's whenever they rebranded the show as just Degrassi and not Degrassi The Next Generation.
I think that's season 9.
It's like 9 or 10.
Oh my god.
Because then it's like 90s and like early 2000s songs. Like I'm pretty sure there's an episode called like Since You've Been Gone and like Genie in a Bottle and shit like that.
And then it's like the season 10 crew, like total new crew. And then it's Next Class?
Next Class, like 10 through like 14, I think, is like new people. But like, I think within that, Next Class people are there, but it's still technically Next Generation.
Guys, this show is so long.
I know. And soon it's like all only going to be 2-parters.
Yeah, I mean, I do listen to your podcast, so I know that you're like low-key dreading this. Because, I mean, but like, why would you? Because with 2-part episodes, you get great content-filled good times, such as season 8, episode 13 and 14.
Oh my
Jane
God.
says. We have to talk about this episode.
I know, we're talking around it. We're talking around it.
Tell me more about the song titles.
Oh God. Okay. So let's just do it. So the episode starts with Jane waiting in front of the school for Lucas to fucking show up with the car because she has her her license test.
How old is Jane? How old is anyone in the show? Apparently Lucas graduated.
Yeah, so apparently he did.
But I thought he was the same age as Mia.
I don't think that was ever said.
I don't know.
No, I think it was always said that he was older than her.
He was like a year older.
A year or two.
Does that make Mia a senior?
I think so.
Everyone's so old.
I think Mia's a senior because I'm pretty sure this is her last season before she goes to the CW.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I did binge watch recently the whole show, like when Holland and Kelsey started redoing this thing, and I got maybe 1 or 2 episodes into season 8, and I just skipped to the movie. Fuck this shit. Fuck this opening title sequence.
It's so
we'll get
bad.
To that in a second.
That's so bad.
Jane's waiting for
we need to hear
Lucas.
Allegra's thoughts on the new theme song.
Okay, and like an episode or 2 ago, you and Kelsey were like, "Where the fuck is Lucas?" Ask and ye shall receive.
So Jane is waiting for Lucas to show up. He drives on up, gets out of the car, and then we had to pause it because his hair is so fucking bananas. We've talked about it at length already, but let's just I just wrote down in all caps, oh my God, what is his hair? Scraggly, long on top, shaved designs on sides. What is happening?
We had to pause because we were laughing so goddamn hard. I was in the middle of writing, oh, Lucas still, oh no. It's like XXX threw up on his head. It's like, if anyone played Saints Row 2, there's a whole like douchebag white gang and they have tribal tattoos. He would fit right in with them.
It's so bad. I guess if we're already doing this, let's just do Fashion Police.
Okay, but like every time, but Lucas is a prominent character in both episodes, and like every time he gets on screen, it's like that's not playing in the background, but it might as well.
It is
be.
in one scene.